Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Amanda Rose and I am so happy that you guys have joined me today for another makeup tutorial. And if you read the title, you know that we are doing glowy, fresh looking makeup. Here in New York, it has been 35 to like 30 degrees for the longest period of time, and my face has gotten just so dry, and I have not really been having the best look when it comes to my makeup, just because every time I go outside, my face just looks cracked and dry, my under eyes, my nose, my cheeks, everything. And I really had to, perfect a good moisturizing routine, and then also figuring out how I can make my face look a lot more glowy. So that's what I'm going to be showing you guys today. As you can see, my cheeks are really glowy, my eyes, I have like this really pretty duochrome eyeshadow on, which is like pink and gold. I also have a bright pink lip on, just very fresh and very spring, and just very like good, healthy looking skin. So that's what I'm going to be showing you guys today. But before we do that, I have to show you how exactly I prep my skin, because you're going to see in the video with me already having my moisturizer on, and I go straight into like the skin prep with the primer. But it's very important to know the two things that I did prior to that to prep my skin. These two products to moisturize my skin prior to applying my foundation. First one is this Cervave Moisturizing Cream. I like this because the cream is extremely thick. It comes in a huge tub. It's slightly expensive for drugstore. I got this at CVS for $17, but I have barely even scratched the surface. It's a huge tub, and what I like as well is that it's universal, so you can put this on your face or on your body. But I use this mostly for my face because, again, my skin is very dehydrated, and so just making sure, I mean, how ironic that now my dog comes in to drink water. If that's not a plug for drinking some H2O, then I don't know what is. I guess we should wait till he finishes. The next thing I put on is this Derma E Illuminating Oil, and this one is their Rosehip and Cranberry Face Oil, and as you can see, I have used so much of this. I love it so much. It says that this deeply hydrates skin to enrich with pure plant botanicals, essential oils, antioxidants, fatty acids to promote luminous, healthy looking skin. So I have been applying this day and night, and once I get to the clip where I'm actually showing you guys how I apply my makeup, you'll be able to see that I already started my base and my skin with this like dewy, luminous shine, and that is from this oil right here. So if you want to see how exactly I got this look, this really bright, fresh, pink makeup look, then please make sure that you stay tuned. If you have not already subscribed, what are you doing? Please subscribe to my channel. Like it if you like it. If you don't, just don't. But like it, hopefully, and I will see you guys in the next video. Alright, voiceover time. So I'm taking my L'Oreal Lumi primer, and I am going to start applying this on the outside of my face and then moving it inward. So I don't want to look too greasy, so that's why I start from the outside. Then I have been loving this Benefit, this Pearl Professional, so this is going to help fill in any pores that I have, and that's why I'm doing it mostly in the middle of my face, on my nose, and also dragging it out to my cheeks because that's where I get a lot of pores. This is going to help fill them in so that when you apply your foundation, which is the Maybelline Fit Me in the color 220, then that will also give us an even smoother base than before. Then, hold up, wait a minute, almost forgot to cover my dark circles, so I'm using this LA Girl Pro Concealer in the color Creamy Ivory. I like this because it has a salmon pink undertone, which is going to cancel out any dark circles that you have on your skin. So I really love this because it's affordable and it works really well. Then I first start dragging it out and blending it with my finger, but here you're going to see me now go in with a sponge just to make sure that all the fine lines are gone, and I am then ready to actually apply my foundation. So here I start applying it on my skin, and in the next clip you're going to see that I just started to zoom you guys in because I felt like it was a little too far. But the first half of this clip was blurry, so I just took it off. And here you get to see the foundation just being blended out. My skin looks so smooth. I love this prep. But I will say one thing that I really do not like about this foundation is that it will crease around my nose, and that is really, really uncomfortable. And obviously it ends up looking really ugly. So I've learned to not apply as much around my nose, and then everything else will just look really good for the rest of the day. Then after foundation and after getting some in my hair, we're going to move on to our next step, which is applying my concealer. And we know that this is the Tarte Shape Tape, and I'm going to apply this color in light medium. It's the same color that I've been using since I've been purchasing it, and applying this under my eyes in a triangle motion. This is where I want to highlight all the places that I want to brighten, and I'm also putting it in the inner corners because I can get dark there, Cupid's bow, chin, and also on my forehead. Then I'm going in with the LA Girl Pro Concealer in the color Beautiful Bronze. So this is a pretty dark shade, so I'm making sure that I did not squeeze a lot out because I figured like a gradual growth of color is a lot better than putting too much and then not knowing what to do with it, or just not really being able to blend it out and make it look as beautiful as it can. So I'm just going to place this around the perimeter of my face, Cupid's bow. If you notice, when I was applying it on my cheekbone, I raised it a little higher because naturally when you start blending it out, it will drag a little down. So I'm also putting this under my jaw just so that that can be a little bit more prominent. And under my lip, under your lower lip, automatically makes it look a lot more pouty. Here I'm just blending it out. You guys have seen this so many times in so many of my videos. But I am really taking my time with my skin. In previous videos you will see me do this very fast, but my skin alone took me about a half an hour just because I really wanted to blend until no end and make sure that everything was seamless. And so that does take time, right? This is not my 10-minute makeup routine. I am investing time into blending this all out and making sure that every layer that we apply looks really, really good and seamless. So here we're just doing that in fast motion. I took a little second to kind of check out my skin. I really like the way that it looked, and then I just continued to blend it out some more. Now we're going in with liquid highlighter. So I'm going to use the Wet n Wild one, but here's another option, which is also an e.l.f. liquid highlighter. But I'm just obsessed with this Wet n Wild one, so that's what I'm going to use. And I don't remember the color, so I'll place it in the description bar. But I'm just going to place this on each side of my cheekbones. I'm placing it also a little lower than I normally would, just because I know once I blend it out, and I might even possibly cover it with powder once I set my under eyes. So I'm just kind of, you know, planning ahead. So place that in all the places where you want to glow. And also don't forget to drag it up towards your temple so that you get that entire shine there, the dew, and not just on your cheeks. And then once you blend it out from all the places that you applied it, you can add more if you want to. I did go in and add a second layer. I just didn't show you here. But from there, that's when you can really start to see the shine and the glow in your skin. And that's that we used a mattifying foundation. So you can still get a glow even though you're using a foundation that's matte. And I like using a matte foundation because I know that it'll last longer. And now just going in with some setting power, I'm going right under my eye, but I am not getting where I applied the liquid highlighter. I want to make sure that I set that with an actual powder highlighter, and so I'm trying to avoid those places just so that the dew and the shine can remain. And then I'm just brushing it away like you have seen me do so many times. Now this may be the first time you've seen this on my channel, but I'm going to use a liquid this is a cream blush. This is NYX in the color Glow. And first I put it on my hand, then I just pounce my sponge into it a few times, take some excess off, and then apply it on my cheek. If not, you will get a huge, nasty looking line on your face that will be really hard to blend out.
So doing it this way, first on your hand, then taking off the excess, then on your cheek, will ensure that you get a really nice thin application where you can see the color but it's not excessive. Then going in with my Nicole Guerrero palette with Anastasia Beverly Hills, I'm going to go in with the color Glow Getter, which is the perfect champagne and gold color mixed together. I'm obsessed with this color. I honestly wish that they had came out with this in like a single shadow, or like a single pan, just because I want to repurchase this color over and over. It is my most used color out of the entire palette. And so again, just setting every single place where I did apply the liquid highlighter all over with that powder. Now here I am bronzing and contouring. Usually you see me do this with a angled brush, and that will give us a harsher, more defined contour. But I didn't want that this time around, so the brush I'm using is a lot fluffier, and this is from my Tarte palette, and I'm just applying this over all the places where I applied the darker concealer. I want to set and also bronze my skin. I don't want any harsh lines, so this brush is going to ensure that I get that soft look that I'm going for. And then here I am contouring my nose, probably for the second time in my entire life. So this is a step that I've been wanting to get into, but I really do have to practice, and so this is me practicing so that I can see what I want to do better and also what I need to change. Just FYI, the lighting on the left side of this screen is a lot brighter because that's what's facing the window, so it looks like it's not even as far as the colors, but it is. It's just harder to tell because the lighting is off. And here I'm just trying to soften it out. Then I'm going to go in and set my blush. This is a Makeup Revolution palette. I'm using that pink color and also that blush topper, and I'm gonna go right over all of that just so that my cheeks are also set. So the key is every time you use cream products, you want to set them. Some people don't, but if not, my face would be leaking off. Now I'm gonna go in and do my brows. I do that off camera just because it takes a lot of time. So now we're moving on to eyes, and I'm using my Jaclyn Hill palette. I wanted to use transition colors that had a little bit of pink in them, and so those are the two colors that I chose. I do not know the names of them, unfortunately. This palette has names, just it didn't come with the palette, but you know, you pay $38 and simple stuff is missing. So I'm just applying those two colors, and I'm just going to continue to build up the color until I like it. Then going in with this darker pinky mauve, and then I realized, I want to use that matte one as well. So I dip into both colors, and I'm just applying this onto the outer portion of my eye. I want this look to be very soft, very pretty, very feminine, so I'm not really building up color really intensely. I just want to add a contour or like a shadow to my eyes, and so this is the best way to do it, building on those colors. And then I realized, alright, I think I'm pretty good there. This pink color, which I apply all over my lid, has like a duochrome gold, silver, pink. It's beautiful. But I think because I set my lid with powder, the glitter wasn't transferring the way that it needed to with the brush. So I just went in with my finger and I applied it all over my eyelid until I was satisfied with the pigment. Then going in with the same two brown colors that I put in my crease and transition, I'm just putting that on the lower lash line just to balance it out. I chose not to do an inner corner highlight, but I am doing false lashes. This is just the video of experimenting. And I added these lashes. I really love the way that they look. They're Derma E Wispie from Ardell. And here I'm using my Colourpop lip liner in the color Aquarius. I love this lip liner. I love it even more when I'm tan because the pink really does pop. This kind of does like blend in with my skin tone a lot right now, but in the summer it looks even better. And then I'm going to go in with the matching liquid lipstick, but honestly it is a lot lighter than the actual color of the lip liner, but it is also in the same color, Aquarius, so I guess they want to give like that you know, like that ombre type of look with both colors. But I love the way that it turned out, and this is the final look. So I'll hit you guys with a slow-mo. Do not forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.